Hi, I'm Evgeny Fedorov, one of the founders of EasyStaff. Nice to meet you. I'm here to tell you about our service. I would like to provide you with information on how companies can gain a competitive advantage in terms of expenses by working with remote contractors under a service agreement instead of traditional employment contracts, thus enabling them to save up to 50% of the labor payment fund. Thank you for deciding to watch this video. For those who don't know, EasyStaff is a service that allows companies to work with remote individuals and professional self-employed individuals under a service contract without the risk of being recognized as employment relationships. Picture the profound change in your business with this remarkable opportunity that lies before you. I had conversations with numerous clients of EasyStaff who have made the decision to work in this manner with a portion of their team. And here are the advantages they specifically mention. There is no need to maintain personnel records of production. The advantage is the ability to recruit staff in countries with a lower cost of living and save on salaries, all without the need to establish an office in these countries. This is an opportunity to rapidly initiate any employment relationship and also swiftly terminate them if they have become depleted. You have the authority to determine the duration of holidays, the working week, and the rules for taking vacations according to your own discretion. You do not pay payroll taxes. The performer is responsible for paying personal income tax at the location of their tax agency and managing their own savings without any assistance or contributions from the employer. Entrepreneurs express that this approach enables them to be up to 50% more cost-effective when compared to if they were to hire 100% of their staff under a traditional employment contract agreement. The primary benefit of the service agreement is that the company is not acting as a tax agent with respect to the employee. Therefore, there is no necessity to adhere to the demands of the labor laws in the specific locality. Moreover, the crucial aspect is that you, in your capacity as performers, have the ability to establish regulations and terms that align most effectively with your aims and objectives, and document these arrangements through a contractual agreement. If working with a remote specialist under a service contract is so beneficial, then why are there still so many employment contracts being concluded? The matter at hand is, it is simply not profitable for the state. The state has a keen interest in collecting taxes and replenishing the pension system. In the majority of countries, a company serves as a tax agent in connection with an individual with whom it maintains regular and ongoing relations of a consistent nature throughout the course of their business interactions and transactions. This signifies that the company is under an obligation to reach a formal employment contract, and in accordance with the terms of the contract, it is not permitted to engage in work activities in UFA. It must be admitted that in many countries of the world, there is a special status for self-employed professionals. This status can be acquired by an individual by undergoing specific registration procedures and commencing employment as a micro company. Basically, this process converts an individual into a legal entity such as a company or corporation. In order to prevent professional self-employed individuals from abusing this status, the tax inspection regularly conducts checks. If it is determined that a self-employed individual consistently receives income from the same individual, and this income is of considerable importance, then the Labor Inspection Authority of the state can classify such relationships as employment relationships, impose penalties, and reevaluate outstanding taxes. What to do if you still desire to possess the superpower to collaborate with individuals and self-employed professionals under a service contract without the risk of being identified as employment relationships? Let us determine it. The answer is evident and does not require additional consideration. In some way, you must find a method to avoid being a tax agent in connection with the person who carries out your tasks. To achieve this, you can leverage the specifics of the legislation of certain countries for your benefit. For instance, if a company is registered in Lithuania, said company does not act as a tax agent in relation to a performing individual or self-employed person who is a non-resident of Lithuania. In other words, the aforementioned company is not responsible for tax obligations of said individual or self-employed person who is not a resident of Lithuania. To put it differently, you have the ability to create such a structure for your companies so as to obtain a portion of the revenue to a company located in Lithuania and commence entering into service contracts with individuals or entities who are not residents of Lithuania through the Lithuanian legal entity, thereby gaining access to all of these benefits and advantages. But what if you do not desire or are unable to invest funds and allocate time towards developing your own organizational framework? In this particular case, you have the ability to make use of the EasyStaff service. The service functions as an intermediary between the performer and the company. The service enters into service contracts with each and provides a convenient interface for work and payment. That is, the company no longer acts as a tax agent. She transitions into an agent representing a legal entity. And the legal entity, EasyStaff, is situated in Lithuania, and we take advantage of this window of opportunities, and we commence working with the performers you require under the agreement for the provision of USU, which we finalize with them. We constructed EasyStaff in order for small businesses to acquire crucial and essential competitive benefits at present, without having to invest in the modernization of their own company structure. We will be more than happy to create this value for you. Please kindly fill out the connection applications. Thank you. Our team of experts will be delighted to answer your inquiries and connect you to our exceptional service.